It's a Lonely Pine Bee Farm here. Yesterday, I got a phone call from my county office about a hive of bees in a tree. Got knocked over. They wanted to try to save them. So when I got off work, I was able to go hive them. It was late when I got home. But basically that box right there, I didn't have a stand ready, so what I done is I just set the hive on top of that box right there until I can get home and build a stand for it and, you know, get them set up like the rest of them. And I pull in the driveway, get out. Notice there ain't no bees coming out of it. But there is that. Ants. So I open the lid, not a single bee. I'm like, okay, where did they go? So then I got to thinking, I said, well, maybe by chance, you know, because the tree fell, I mean, it just demolished the hive inside that tree. So, you know, I was thinking, well, maybe the queen died, the bees didn't have a queen, there was no way for them to make one. Maybe they just shacked up in one of my other hives. So I said, okay. So anyway, we get to walking around the bee yard. I actually got to get in and cut some grass. And I just happened to look over here, and I seen a few bees flying around this tree. These bees have had it hard, people. First of all, they had their hive knocked over. As you can see right there. See if I can zoom in a little bit more for you. Now there they are. So anyway, they have had it hard. They had their hive knocked over. And then I came over to try to save them. Didn't have a choice but to take a chainsaw and cut into the tree. And that pretty much caused the bees just to abscond. They left. It's gone, whatever you want to call it. They left. They said, you know what? We've had enough of this for the day. They left. They actually, I mean, I got pictures of it. I'm kind of glad this happened where I can make an actual decent video, because yesterday it was so hot and I was so tired I was not able to do any type of good video. But anyway, they actually left the hive and went about 15-20 feet and clustered on a little pine tree sapling. So it made my job very easy. I was able to get them in the hive. They took right to it, no problem. That box has actually got some drawn comb on it. So I mean, they had something to do, but I'm assuming because of the fact that the ants got in there, they just they didn't want no part of it. So anyway, this is what I've got. Started off hive in a tree, tried to save the bees, moved to a pine sapling, and now they're right here. So I've got to hive this right here, this group of bees twice within a 24-hour period. So well, we've gone down here to see what these bees are doing. Don't look like they're all wanting to move in. A lot of them did, but not all of them. They might not like this box, so we're gonna have to do a little shaking. Working hard. I mean, I don't know who's working harder, me or the bees. This is the 4th attempt. They finally landed low enough that I can get the ladder with my little 5-frame box with the open brood frame in there up against them. I was able to lift the lid up, just the limb up just enough to lay it on top of the frames without disturbing them. I've done tried 3 different attempts to get these bees to stay in that box, and this is the closest that I've came. So we're just gonna leave it like that for a little while and check back with them in a little bit. I mean, you can actually see this. I'm getting tagged on the back. I had to take my suit off because it just got too damn hot. Pardon my language, I'm sorry, but I mean, as you can see, they're still flying around. They're going up in there. They're going in the entrance. So I'm hoping that they're gonna take this time. So I ain't never had to work this hard for some bees. All right. It has been probably, I'll have to look and see exactly what time it is, but I'm going to safely say it's been at least 2 hours, if not 2.5 hours since I started this. Man, I've never worked this hard to try to keep bees in a box. Anyway. As you can see, they're finally in the box. After 2 days, basically what I did, I finally got them to stay in the box after giving them a frame of brood, uncapped brood. Got up this morning, finished doing my inspections on the rest of my hives. I pulled out a frame of capped brood from one, another frame of capped brood from another. So they've technically got 2 frames of capped brood and 1 frame of open brood. I did actually find the queen in there today. This morning when I was going through all of them, she is in there. She's a young queen, so I'm sure she's probably a swarm queen. She's probably not the original queen that came with the hive. So most likely wherever that hive's at, they've done swarmed multiple times because she was a young queen. She's not very big at all. So we're gonna keep a check on them, which is, you know, another reason why you always give a swarm capture or, you know, a cutout, whatever. Give them a frame of open brood, young larvae, eggs, whatever, just in case that queen doesn't make it, or in case that queen's not suitable. The bees can always make them a new one. They know, you know, within an hour, you know, of being in there if the queen's not there. They actually know within a few minutes. After a day or two, they've done been around this queen long enough to know whether she's suitable or not. So we're gonna keep a check on them. And I'm sorry that this video was just back and forth, cut here, cut there. But you know, I do all this by myself. I don't have a cameraman. You know, and then like I said, when people call, I don't go home and worry about getting all my video equipment up to, you know, all I focus on is getting out there and trying to save these bees. They had been out there 4 or 5 hours with a tree knocked over. I didn't know the situation, didn't know what was going on, so I really was not, you know, focused on, hey, do I have all my stuff to do a good video for people. I was mainly focused on getting the bees. So again, pushed over tree, cutting into the tree with a saw. They finally decided that this is not for us. Moved on to a pine sapling, brought them home. Ants took over because I didn't have time to get them on a stand, which as you can see, I still don't. I've got to get my stand built for them. But you know, I got them off the ground, and the ants no longer giving them a problem. And 3 or 4 attempts to get the queen in the box, the limbs that they were on, every time I'd climb up the ladder and try to get the box in a position to catch them, the bees ended up getting knocked to the ground. They took flight, moved on to another tree. So it was a good 2.5 hours yesterday getting these bees in this box. So, but they're finally there. As you can see, they're going in and out. I mean, they're just they're doing what they do. They've got plenty of room in there, so we're just gonna keep a check on them. Again, this is Lonely Pine Bee Farm. Next time you see this hive, they'll actually have a stand, and they'll be in an 8 frame. So it's Lonely Pine Bee Farm. Hope everybody's doing well. I ain't gonna say I hope you enjoyed the video, because it was probably one of the crappiest videos I made. But hey, if y'all made it this far, I appreciate you watching. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, either way. Y'all just have a blessed day. God bless, and we're out.